his game a lot, after the injury, but he was so skilled coming into the league that you knew he'd find a way to become a positive influence on the floor. He's not one-dimensional at all. He can do a lot of things out there.
Here's Hibbert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can.
Kept alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. What an asset to a team when you've got big men who can knock down free throws. Look here at the top centers and power forwards in terms of free throw percentage this season. Well, you look at Spates, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
That's a very confident group of players at the foul line. We've seen a lot of guys at that size struggle from the free throw line, but these are good shooters here.
I want to check you on that now. Not all big guys struggle at the stripe, Steve. I know you're a little fella, but there are some excellent free throw shooting big men around. None more so than the group here.
Snatched up. Another shot. Iggy gets the bucket.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
For 3, the Pacers pull it in.
Andre Iguodala, a free agent going into last season. He showed a lot of patience in letting more lucrative offers lapse as he held out for the slim chance that the Warriors could clear the space to sign him.
And there's the rejection. Shoots the 3. And it's Iguodala again missing. Pacers trail by 15. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure. Thanks. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And he gets it to go.
Now you got to love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Feeds to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 12 points for Barnes.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Here's Curry. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Now Green. He's coming off a 16-point game again.
And don't forget, guys, his playmaking was sensational. And he saw the floor, making the game so easy for his teammates.
And the first half is now in the book. Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Talk about a terrific game for Thompson. 16 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped them too.
Well, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
Down low, it's Green and Bogut. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Holiday and a shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
That's good. 8 points for Steph Curry.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. In third, the Warriors.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Nobody near George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 8 points here for George.
Well, George Hill, extremely efficient. He's really good in terms of his shot selection. Doesn't try to do too much. As a matter of fact, I'd like to see him do a little more because he's capable of scoring from anywhere on the court when he's aggressive.
West at the elbow. Green with the rebound.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first three, even before that miss.
Hibbert pulls it in. Hill with it. Picked up by Thompson. Hill has the open look. West kicks to Hibbert. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Let's take a look now at some of the numbers for Steph Curry. First in free throw shooting, third in three-point field goal percentage, and he's among the top 5 in the league in steals, so he's been a real disruptive force at the defensive end.
Yeah, his focus from the line has been special, and that's one reason, Steve, he's at the top of the list in free throw shooting percentage, because his focus is on target, and he doesn't stray from that. His routine is excellent.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. And Hill, a consistent threat, Steve, over his career from long range.
Yeah, but a quick first step, too, Kevin. More than capable of scoring off the dribble and either pulling up for a jump shot or slicing all the way to the rim.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
And the basket by West.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint, dominate. Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is. Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Miles dishes to Hibbert. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Hibbert's got 8 points in the quarter.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Atlanta and checking out Golden State. They're tied right now. .143 left in the third quarter. Passes it to Miles. West, right side. Goes up again. Here's Hibbert. West down low. Working on Green. West gets the bucket.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety. There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
And you really notice it at that end of the floor where they continue to get open looks and knock them down.
Here's Hibbert. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Roy Hibbert really an all-around contributor at the center position. An elite rim protector who can pass, post up, and even knock a shot down from the high post. He really does a lot of things to help you win.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Festus Ezeli comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
That's his first personal foul.
And Hibbert with the nice soft touch on that hook shot. With his height, you're not going to block that one.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's got a really nice touch. One of the better free throw shooters among big men in the league as well.
Mahinmi's checked in for Indiana. Andre Iguodala spent 8 seasons of his career in Philadelphia. Steve, a tough sports town. He said he felt wrongly criticized.
Well, at times people called him overpaid. They wanted more out of him in terms of being a star and a scorer. That's not really who he is. I mean, it's his all-around game that makes him special. His great defense, his ball handling, but not necessarily his scoring.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Rudez checked in for C.J. Miles. Here's Mahinmi. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Mahinmi's got his first points in this one. Iguodala outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Pretty shot without a second to spare.
That can be so...
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 14. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Pacers trail by 14 on the court for Indiana. Mahinmi is out there with Scola. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Watson. And it's Rudez in the small forward. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The Warriors shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Up and away. He was in the clouds on that one, folks.
Elevation, gentlemen. That's what we just witnessed.
Man, can he get up there or what?
For the finish, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Here's George. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
You have to wonder, as we've seen Paul George go from good to great and then from great to fantastic the last couple of seasons, what's his ceiling? With his size and skill set, there's very little that he can't do on the floor.
The Pacers making a switch here. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. West comes in for Luis Scola. Hill, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And George Hill's subbed in for C.J. Watson.
And he continues to shoot well after that blazing first half.
Pacers trail by 19. Well, Clark, for Paul George, it's incredible to think that he was taken as late as he was in the draft, but as you said earlier, his ceiling is through the roof, and he's right up there with LeBron and KD as the best threes in the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. Really nice to watch his development because he's made progress each year. It'll take an incredible amount of hard work for him to surpass either of those two in the grand scheme of things, but I wouldn't doubt anything when it comes to Paul George's ceiling. It's just going to be a matter of his commitment to the work and staying focused on realizing his tremendous
I've been rapping for about 17 years, okay?